Once upon a time, the ship was destroyed, and all the passengers on board drowned in the sea, except for one man. By the grace of God, he miraculously survived and washed ashore in desolate Thailand. After regaining consciousness, he found himself alone on the shore. Upon awakening, the man immediately began to pray to God, pleading for help. "Oh God, please assist me. Send me some help," he implored. Days passed, but no help arrived. He spent his nights sleeping on the beach, hoping for a rescue. The next day, as he woke up, he once again turned to God in prayer, but still, no help came. Several days went by, and the man had lost all hope, accepting his fate of being stranded on this desolate island. Determined to make the most of his situation, the man began gathering wood and grass, constructing a shelter for himself. He salvaged items from the wreckage of the ship, carefully preserving them in his makeshift abode. Surviving on coconuts and fish found on the island, he continued to spend his days in solitude, dwelling in his humble shelter. One day, as the man went about his daily routine, he decided to light a fire to cook his meager meal. However, upon his return, he was devastated to find that his shelter, his heart, was engulfed in flames. The destruction of his only refuge left him profoundly saddened. In a fit of anger, he raised his gaze towards the sky, directing his frustration at God. "Oh God, I pleaded for your help, but my prayers went unheard. I had built this shelter to survive, and now you have burned it down. You are cruel," he bitterly exclaimed. Disheartened and filled with disappointment, he continued to voice his complaints to God throughout the night, seeking solace and answers. Eventually, exhaustion overcame him, and he drifted off to sleep on the sandy shore, still disheartened by his circumstances and uncertain of what the future held. In the morning, the man was abruptly awakened by a loud noise that pierced the air. As he opened his eyes, he was astounded to see a ship had arrived at the shore. He could hardly believe his eyes. Help had finally arrived. Overjoyed, the man boarded the ship, and to his surprise, it began sailing away from the desolate island. Eager to understand how they had found him, he approached the captain of the ship and inquired, "How did you know that I was stranded on this deserted island?" The captain replied, "We spotted a distant signal sent from the island. We realized there was someone in need of assistance, which led us here." Perplexed, the man responded, "But I didn't send any fire signal." The captain explained, "Regardless, we arrived after witnessing the fire signal." Suddenly, a realization struck the man. He recalled his burning heart, understanding that the fire signal the captain referred to was the result of his shelter being set ablaze. He comprehended that it was all part of God's plan to rescue him from the deserted island. In that moment, he grasped the magnitude of God's plans surpassing his own. Filled with gratitude, the man began to express his heartfelt appreciation to God for orchestrating his deliverance from the island and guiding him towards salvation. When adversity strikes, our faith may waver, our patience may falter, and our hope may dim. In such moments, we find ourselves complaining to God. However, during these trying times, it is crucial to navigate through difficulties by maintaining unwavering faith in God. In a world populated by over 7 billion individuals, each and every one of us has a purpose and a plan designed by God. We must persist in our efforts while placing our trust in the Almighty without losing heart. Through the combination of our diligent endeavors and God's blessings, we can overcome any hardship. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and stay blessed.